Alright, we're back. Internet connectivity issues again. So yeah, if anyone wants to stop into the chat, yeah, it's gonna stream invite link's gonna come in a few. But yeah, by the looks of things, everyone's out to their own things right now, so I highly doubt anyone's gonna have any time. So yeah, this is the officially my last and first stream of the year, so it's gonna be a weird thing. But yeah, it's gonna be going. The stream's basically going over the course of 1 year, so yeah. Yeah, if anyone's in the chat, yeah, I bet there's one in the chat right now. Yeah, so just considering the time of day it's right now, probably no one's in the chat, but okay. Alright. So I'm having my ice cream right now. Pretty good, I must say. But yeah. It's gonna feel so weird having a 3 where the 2 should usually be in the year, so yeah. It seems a little bit weird. But you know what? I mean, we've been doing this for a whole minute and a half and already no one's on, so I'm suspecting no one's gonna come on just because they refuse to send notifications. So yeah. Like, no matter how many times I beg them to actually send the damn notifications, they never do, so that's what we're gonna end up having. Got barely any sleep last night, too, so yeah. Yeah. I can put myself in timeout. Oh, damn. I did not realize I had that capabilities on my own. Yeah, I'm gonna try that out next stream. Next stream might be tomorrow, but I don't know. Shoot, there's something on the floor over here I have to clean up. Yeah. Put these things back into the freezer, I guess. There we go. Shit back in the freezer. So yeah. Alright. So yeah, welcome to the chat. Anyone coming in? I know it's a little late. Hey, what's up, Mike Scott Gardening? And just because I know there's so many people on right now, they're like, "Oh my God, it's New Year's." I'm just gonna thank you so much for coming on because I know it's really hard to take time out of your day to watch some random YouTubers live for a little bit. But yeah, right now we have 35 minutes until New Year's. So what's going on? Mike's Chaotic Gardening. I just want to say this once more on the show. I'm gonna say it again because I know I've probably said this multiple times, but I might have to repeat myself because sometimes people don't hear this. But if I can't highlight your message right away, it's because of the stupid chat delay feature. So yeah. All right. Yeah, there are a lot, and I mean a lot of lives. I just thought about doing the live for no reason because I was like, screw it, I'm gonna be like, I was like, screw it, I'm gonna just be on, and we're just gonna celebrate New Year's. Yeah, I made bacon cheeseburgers. I made steak, and man, that steak was a full-on 12 out of 10, man. Made it myself too. And you know what? Next week, and you know what? I'm gonna have to I actually planted my indoor garden recently. I still have yet to make the stupid video, so it looks like I'm not making it to the WIG, but I might as well just post something myself. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, last stream I did bring up a pretty good point about someone on the chat really did bring up a good point last chat. Was like, there are tons of people that live on the East Coast, and all these meetups, like, we're gonna get into meetups for a couple minutes here, but some of the people on the coasts and on the East Coast, but then you have people, and people are starting to host a lot of meetups, but they're all on like the other side of the country. So I was thinking about just hosting like the East Coast meetup. I don't know, probably in like maybe like I don't know, freaking thinking like Hartford or something like that. So it's gonna be the best we could probably do because yeah, not everyone's gonna be able to make it there, but y'all make some bacon cheeseburgers. I had some steak; it was pretty good. Yeah, it was already pre-made, so I just had to like heat it up and all. So it wasn't really like that. I got till March 15th. Yeah, like these challenges come out of absolutely nowhere, and I like can't do that. So I got till March 15th. Well, screw it. I'm probably gonna make. I'm gonna really. In 2023, I'm making a whole bunch of changes, and I figured I announced that. And since there's only one person in the chat right now, since everyone's off of their own devices, I didn't I think I might have dropped it. I don't know, but yeah, since there's one person on the chat right now, it's gonna be one extra person that knows what my plans are for 2023. So we're gonna do a lot, and I mean a lot of series in 2023. And yeah, I really need to start planning these out better, since I literally didn't think of this till last Thursday. So yeah, I got all this all prepared. So we're gonna do a series actually, so we're gonna do something on Wednesdays or Thursday. Thursdays. I'm changing that because Wednesdays are the only time I can get in the kitchen. Really, Wednesday nights around this time is really the only time I can really get out here in the kitchen. So that's probably what I'm gonna do some baking videos next year. I know a lot of people out there doing these baking videos, and I do want to help contribute it. Like right now, I'm having a nice little brownie, and yeah, a lot of people out there also enjoying some other stuff right now. So yeah, if you're in the chat and like using it, what are y'all having right now? Because I know there's so many crazy things that are happening while you're watching the New Year's Day thing going on. I know it's 11:28 right now. We just have like just about like 32 minutes of 2022 left. And man, it felt like it was just yesterday that 2022 started. So yeah, it's been a little bit since the beginning of the year. But we do have 31 minutes and 38 seconds left until, at least over here, I know it's probably an hour and 31 for you, because I know you're out in Central. I'm just over here on the East Coast. Yeah. And one video I'm really excited to announce is a series that are going to be dropping every Tuesday. It's going to be the Tuesdays we're going to do. So starting on the 3rd, it's going to be an 8-week-long series. It's going to be where it's called My Chicken's Life or something like that. It's going to be a series where basically, because they're about to turn 3 and the winter leading up to their 3rd year is really a really rough winter. We could start losing chickens. What's going on? Casings 55. I know a lot of people end up losing a lot of chickens during this winter time. So I figured we'd make memories with them, make like 7-minute long videos with them. And we're going to upload those every week for 8 weeks because there's 8 chickens. So that way, if one of them unfortunately ends up dying, which it's actually this winter, I think we have a really like 35% chance we actually end up losing 1 or 2 there. So just judging based on how cold it's already been here, like we already had a low of 19 degrees by October. We had a low in the single digits by November. We already had a high in sub-zeros this month. So yeah, it's been a ridiculously rough last couple of months. I mean, we literally had a low of 39 in September, so it got real cold here. So yeah, it's gonna be a really rough winter for the chickens ahead. So that's why we're making the 8-week-long series, if you know what I mean there. So yeah, the 8-week-long series is gonna last, and yeah, hopefully y'all are gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be dropping every Tuesday, unless I'm like dying on my bed, which knowing what December of this year brought me, I probably will be once or twice during that series. So you know what? I'm dying on my bed. I'm gonna upload that video every single Tuesday. It's gonna go up, and y'all are gonna have a lot of fun with that series. And then baking Thursdays are gonna be filmed Wednesday night because that's really the only time I get out here in the kitchen that I can have and bake. Thank y'all for the Happy New Year's wishes out here. I know it's for a lot of people, it's either already New Year's or it's like hours away for you. For us, we're just about half an hour, 29 minutes and 15 seconds until 2023 is done. So yeah, actually, by the time it's already 2023, it'll already be 8 seconds till 2023 till you hear my reaction, which basically just gonna be me screaming "F you 2022" in like a much more family-friendly manner than that, though. So it's gonna be like "Screw you 2022," and we're gonna end the chat at about 12:25, so I can have the rest of the night to think about what I want to do with this channel because I know some of y'all know I have an upload streak here, which is where I get one video out or live stream or short, whatever makes it about, as long as it's not community post. I've had that streak since February 10th of this year, and soon I'm gonna have to say last year. But you know what? Once we get to about the 10th or 11th, I'm gonna drop the streak. 10:31. It's 11:31 here actually. So you know, once we get there, I'm gonna drop the streak and I'm gonna take a week off. And while I take that week off, I'm gonna be working on a massive video. I already have plans of it, and it was actually because earlier today, I don't remember what YouTuber it was exactly, but it was in our community. He didn't upload for a full-on 8 months, almost 9 months, and that was because he was working on an entire movie. Basically, it was probably just about an hour and a half long, and the edits were absolutely stunning. He learned how to use like game developer engines to make the 3D animations there, so of course it won't go that hard on, but we'll still try something new in 2023. And I know a lot of y'all out there are gonna make some New Year's resolutions. For me, it's not upload those videos where I just throw the video in the editor and throw on some audio on the bottom. That's pretty much what most of my videos are. But occasionally you get those one glimpse of really good quality videos. And see, a couple of y'all have New Year's resolutions, I know. And for us in the YouTube community, we're all like, I want to improve my videos. I remember last year I said I wanted to improve my videos a lot, and I'll say I really did meet it. I really did meet that YouTube resolution sheet, and it's really what I meant last year. And I'd say I was pretty proud of myself for meeting most of it. I said I want 500 by the end of the year. We ended up with just about 1.5 thousand. I believe we're just about like 29 or 30 short of it. So yeah, I mean, I believe the algorithms for shorts have changed, so that's why they're not. I mean, like, damn, it's taken days and even weeks for these videos to blow up. So, you know, last month, big month for the channel, and I'm pretty proud of the work I was able to do for that. Even though it required like 3 minutes of work, that's all it required, man. Doesn't require too much, so you know, yeah. That's what's gonna be going on here in the communities over here. I know there's so many things that are gonna be happening next year, and by next year I mean in 26 minutes. So yeah, there are a lot of things to discuss about next year, and yeah, I'm thinking about actually next year actually making it on time to my damn lives. 10 minutes late to this one, and if you say it was gonna start at 10 p.m. Eastern, that would make me an hour and 10 minutes late to the stream. It would have honestly been a lot more smoother if I made it here by about now than any earlier, because really, making it to a stream about there, yeah, I'm hoping 23 will be better. I mean, I started out this year with 92 subscribers, and I ended it out with, pretty much I multiplied that amount by about 5-ish. I don't know, probably like 4.62, something like that. I don't know. I'm just making random numbers up on the spot, just that way I can really squeeze in more content here, you know? So yeah, a lot of people really did a lot of great things in the previous year, because, yeah, there's a lot of things that happened in the previous year, and a lot of people actually ended up doing better in 22 than any year before that, or after that, or before that, I mean, yeah. 2021 was really the year where I was really starting to learn everything and how to use it, because you'll be real lucky to reach your 1K in your first year. I know Mike Garden did it really quickly. I know he started out the year with just about like, I don't know, I think it was like I think he's brand new this year actually, and he might have even joined like 7 or 8 months ago, something like that. And then he came out of nowhere, and he's been blowing up recently. I believe he's at like 1.1 thousand. He's actually gained a lot more subscribers than I did in a very brief amount of time. I bet they're mostly from shoutouts, but we're still proud of everyone in the community that somehow reaches 1,000. As long as they did it legitimately, which does include shoutouts. So if you're gonna reach your 1K, do it legitimately. Don't buy him off of some fishy website. I mean, back in the really old days of the channel, I really wanted to do it, but I stopped myself because obviously, if you do that, that basically means you're going nowhere in your channel. You're not really going to gain any more views or likes than you already would be. I mean, in theory, I've seen a lot of channels in our community have like 15 subscribers, but they could still easily pull views and likes on their videos. So we started doing videos in July. Like, look at what I said there. He's been doing this for like 5 months, 5.5 months, 6 months, and he's already well past his 1,000. And I've been doing videos since January 2021, and it took me 665 days to actually do that. Yeah. The first couple days of your channel, even if you upload, like let's just say before you start your channel, you make an entire documentary talking about the thing you really love. The problem with that is that no one's going to know who you are, so it's not going to hit the right audience. But yeah, I'm going to tell you one thing. I have a backup channel just in case this channel, like I was like a kid in my school was once making threats of hacking my channel because he is an absolute you know, to keep his family friendly, I'm gonna say D-head. But yeah, I think most of us here can handle that sort of profanity. So next time I'm gonna express my anger in full form. So you know, last year's being a little bit of a D-head, so I sort of created a backup. And man, that first video I uploaded already hit the damn algorithm. But over here, the first time my videos actually hit the damn algorithm was like I don't know, maybe like I think the first time I actually hit my algorithm was probably like May of this year. That was when they started actually hitting, so it took over a year to actually reach that. So you'll know when you're starting to do good. And yeah, so yeah, y'all have a lot of. So y'all are gonna have to gain those followers over time if y'all want it, because growth comes from. Growth is always. I don't. I literally make. I'm literally making this quote up. I bet it's already been said 30 different times every second. So I'm gonna say this: growth doesn't come artificially. Growth comes from a good mindset. I'm gonna say that one. Probably a quote everyone has heard before in their life. Growth doesn't come artificially. It comes from a unique mindset, and a really enduring one as well. Because well, a lot of y'all out there are having issues growing, and I know it's really frustrating when you spend hours upon hours, and maybe even months, probably close to sometimes even a year, learning like 30 different softwares and learning how to make 3D animations in like a game engine just for a video, and then like as soon as it drops, it gets 13 views. Like I know that's really frustrating, and it will happen. So you all gotta get yourself prepared for that. And yeah, I'm gonna say this once, and this is actually sort of already been proven on this channel. For some reason, like man, I could spend hours upon hours editing every second of an amazing video upcoming. Oh, we only have 20 minutes till the New Year's. I could spend hours upon hours editing in one video, maybe even days or weeks or months, and I can upload it, and it does not. It gets absolutely nowhere. And then I can upload a new video later, and that video for some reason does. I upload like a video where I literally just like point the camera at like some like seedlings for like 30 seconds, which is a lot lower in quality than y'all might think. Just pointing the 360p camera at seedlings, and for some reason that shit could do like 30,000, 40,000 views. But then you could spend hours editing the most amazing video and it does nothing. So yeah, it's gonna be one thing that's probably gonna happen a lot. So be prepared for a growth like that. So yeah, always make sure that you're ready for something like that. We've been doing this for just about 20 minutes, and there's 90 minutes in 55 seconds. So we're gonna make myself a little glass of iced tea real quick while we're doing this. We're watching. I wish I was watching the ball drop right now, but yeah, no, I couldn't pull it up on my phone, or else I'll take the entire stream down with it. So So yeah, we're making myself a little glass of iced tea here right now. Really, we're just doing a lot of cooking on stream recently because, yeah, sort of been integrated in my thing. And next year, we're gonna actually do a lot more live streams. Like, I know y'all know Thursday Night Live Discussion Trivia Tuesday, most basic ones in the book. Everyone knows they're all happening. We all know Thursday Night Live Discussion happens at like 7:55. Most of the time, it happens 3 days later at 10:55. So yeah, everyone knows when most of those streams end up happening. So yeah, a lot of y'all did really good this year. And yeah, I remember there were so many channels that like some of y'all look up to. And at the beginning of the year, you had like 3 subscribers, and you've been doing this for like 30 years. Not 30 years. YouTube's only been around since 2005. Oh shoot. And then like y'all have maybe had like 3 subscribers and you started a couple months ago. And you look up to these channels, and by the end of the year, you're already past them. So that's gonna happen a lot on these YouTube streets. So be prepared for stuff like that to happen. I mean, that's already happened to a lot of fellow channels. And I mean, I've already seen exponential growth, actually a lot stronger than some channels might ever experience. So be prepared, everyone. It can happen any day. And like you could wake up like you can go up tonight and film like a 360p camera shot, and then wake up tomorrow morning, you're already at your 1,000 subscribers in 4,000 hours, which I'm already at one of those 2. So I'm already 3/4 of the way done with my monetization thing. So yo, what's going on, Mr. Bach? What is up? I know you're probably in a different time zone than me, considering that yeah, you were on really late on my stream the other night. And yeah, we only have 17 minutes over here until the New Year's is here. So and we're gonna keep doing the stream until 12:15. So yeah, I mod the people I trust. That's how it works over here. I only mod the people I trust because I know the people I trust are gonna really help out with raids in the chat, because that's happened before. And yeah. So yeah, people I've trusted, people I've seen for years and years and years, and yeah. And I'll say this, is that a lot of times when it comes down to moderators, they help you a lot in chat. So you might, like, for a channel my size, you're probably gonna want at least 7 or 8 moderators. I have probably just about 10 or 15, maybe 20. And yeah. So yeah, welcome back to the channel. Mike's got a gardening, because I haven't seen one of your messages for a little bit. But yeah, if anyone wants to join up in the stream, I'm gonna put the invite link into the chat. I know I keep slacking off because I'm on my phone. And it's really hard to actually drop the invite link. Paste it in. There we go. So yeah, the chat randomly has these spikes with activity and then just drop off, and then have another spike of activity. So that's what's gonna end up happening a lot in these chats. So yeah. At random times where my viewership spikes up to like 20, 30 people, but then drops off real quickly. So yeah. How are y'all's goals for 2022 going? Because I know there might be 1 or 2 things you could still do before 12, which for me is in 16 minutes and 11 seconds. So yeah. You know, 2022 has really been a wild ride for a lot of us over here. And yeah, I remember a different time earlier this year when I sounded different, I made videos differently, and my general style of videos was completely different. But now all of a sudden, here I am, the end of 2022. Myself willingly open to change here on the channel, and yeah, it's really what's gonna end up happening. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the thing really close to the end of the year. You can see it right there, maybe, I don't know. You might be able to see it there. That's how close we are to the end of this year. 2022 has been a long year for a lot of us, I know. 2020 was a long year. 2021 was a pretty quick and over a year. And this year has been a ridiculously long year for no particular reason. Couldn't tell you why, though. This year's just been particularly long, and I don't know why. It's 11:44. And yeah, we have 1 person in the chat right now. And 15 minutes now, now it's 14:58 until we're officially at the New Year's Day. Yeah, it's been a really wild ride here. And knowing that 2023 is just about here, and that everything I've been preparing for, everything I wanted to happen, has either been accomplished or not. Um, it's really dramatic knowing what's going to happen in the next 14 minutes. So, yeah, 14 and a half minutes, really. I don't know what's going to happen in the next 14 minutes, but it is really slightly possible that I gain 20-something subscribers, 30-something subscribers in like another 15 minutes. So, yeah, we all know it's not going to happen, but it's still possible, and I bet you can do them a lot quicker, too. So, yeah, welcome into the chat, people coming in right now. Yeah, we have about 14 minutes until 2023 over here, and I know some of y'all in the chat, maybe a good third of you guys in the chat might already be past 2022 or already back, or already still back like a couple hours. Because I know, like, I could literally, like, go over, like, maybe take, like, a maybe 7 or 8 hour drive west, and then, yeah, and I'm no longer going to be in, and I'm no longer going to be in 2023. I've been in 2022. If I was to go up to, I don't know, maybe like the plains, maybe the west, I can literally go back years. What's going on, Marcus Ham? Sorry if I probably mispronounced every single letter in your name, but I'm trying here. All right, so it's 9:46 where you're at. So yeah, you're in Colorado right now. I'm over here at I am over here in northwestern CT on the other side of the country. And yeah, I know Mike's got a gardening. I know since you're up in the northern tier of the country. I don't know how close you are to Canada, but I know you're at least in the northern places of the country. And I know you're about to get a pretty nice little pond. I think that's how it's pronounced. That I'm pretty sure it's pronounced. I know y'all are up there and for a lot of snow. And up there in Colorado, y'all also get a lot of snow. Because y'all are out there in the west. They get a lot of snow out there. And yeah, it's mostly because they're up in the higher elevations, but over here, we're up just about 1,000 feet in the air, and we still get no snow over here. And I'm honestly pretty thankful of that. I'm pretty thankful of that, honestly. Because living in a place where you get a lot of snow can be really painful, because you have to go out there and actually shovel. And then at the beginning of the season, it's all wet and heavy snow. So, yeah, sometimes breaking your shovel, yeah, is really cold. It can get real cold up in the higher elevations. I know, because I've been up in the higher elevations before. I actually actually used to live out in North Dakota for a little bit, for maybe about 2 weeks, and yeah, it was pretty cold up there. Not where I live. It was really just a prolonged vacation. You're about 300 miles from Canada. Yeah, I know you're already in Minnesota, but yeah, you live 8,000 feet in the air. I'd be guessing it's at like a mountain, because I know they have like tiny towns, villages, and maybe small cities up at the top of those mountains. So yeah, it gets really cold in a lot of these places where y'all are at. So yeah, stay safe. We had some pretty damn cold temperatures here. A couple of days ago. We got all the way up to on Christmas Eve. We got all the way up to a whopping -1 degrees, and at night we got down to just about -11. But then the day before we got down to almost -20. And yeah, but right before we started like losing temperature, like by the time it got below freezing here, like earlier that day was just about 60, and then we lost just probably close to 80 degrees of the weather. So it was a pretty big temperature departure where we're at over here. But we're pretty much used to that in the winter, because then you have these different frontal systems. It's really complicated. And you know, since I know a lot about radars and weather here, that's why I say frontal systems and not storms, because there's a lot of things when it comes to it, like you can. I've had that happen before. My ears almost popped at a 12,000. Yeah, living on a mountain's sometimes kind of hard. There we go. The timer's finally working. 10 minutes and 25 seconds. So yeah, over here, like literally, I could just go out about 7 or 8 hours, and man, no longer 2023, you're in 2022. It's gonna feel so great to no longer have to live in a year where things are a lot harder to get. Like, man, earlier this year, I remember lumber prices were so high, man. And over here, they were pretty dang expensive. So, yeah. And yeah, as I was saying, there was these systems, and what they do sometimes is what these systems will do is like you get these warm parts of the storm. Oh shoot! Not the button I wanted to click. I'm sorry. Oh shoot! I think I lost the stream. Please don't tell me I did. All right, I think I didn't lose the stream. All right, good. Yeah. 2020 was a really rough year for a lot. The best. I mean, 2020, I was pretty much out of classes. I mean, the COVID year, like for the first portion of the year, it was okay. Like we didn't get any snow and anything over here. It was a pretty warm start to the year. Man, I was in t-shirts and shorts in the middle of January, man. And yeah, it was like almost 80 degrees that year in January. And then the next month, February, nothing big happened. It was our least snowiest February since record keeping began. And then in March, COVID hit, and yeah, I was pretty much out of school. I could literally, I could just create my own schedule. Like, man, I could wake up at 4 in the morning, do all the work, go back to bed, and sleep in to whatever time I wanted. And man, it was so fun. I got all the work done on time. And then I was really just on the remote. I remember since some of us here are still in school, I'd say maybe 40 to 60% of my audience is still in school. Good, I'm here because I know I've sometimes lost some of y'all in last night's chat. The coldest was negative 27 degrees. The coldest in this state is I believe like negative 20 something, just about negative 25, negative 26. So yeah, it gets real cold. I mean, it wasn't really the coldest. It gets down really easily to the 20 below range easily. But yeah. Then once we had like the coronavirus thing hit, and basically I know during the coronavirus time there was really a lot of things going on. It was almost impossible to find the things you actually needed in the store because like everyone was panic buying, and everyone would have like a trunk, like their entire trunk of their car was filled to the brim with toilet paper in it. And then yeah, basically, if y'all want to see my face, I bet y'all are gonna laugh at it. All right, what's going on, Soil Sister? But yeah, sure. I usually don't show my face on stream because, well, by the time next stream begins, I'm probably gonna look completely different. But I'm gonna show it for a little bit here, like 2 or 3 seconds. All right, here I am. This is me. This is me. I'm not even joking, guys. That was literally me. So yeah. So yeah, it's probably the first time I show my face on camera for a long time. Usually I really just try to keep my face behind the camera. I'm probably gonna do that till I'm like 15, 16. When my face is no longer like filled to the brim with like, I think a lot of people still get them even past high school. They get like these little pimples on their face, and it's really annoying. They itch way too much. And really, once I'm done with them, which is probably gonna be in like 2 or 3 years, I'll start showing my face on camera more than you'll ever see. Oh, we're literally 6 minutes and 45 seconds away. So yeah, like 34 degrees. It's about I think it's about 45 degrees. We got to about 53 today. Yesterday we got up to 64. And it felt so nice out. Like when I went outside. Oh nah. Oh nah. Don't worry, I've already shown my face like 30 times back when I started this channel. Because back then I didn't get those dang things on my face. Alright, that's fine. Because I know a lot of people out there are like in like 30 different live streams. They still have stuff to do before the year is over, and I know there's so many things to do. You got at least 3 hours. I know there's so many places that still have hours and hours to go before the New Year's is in. But over here, we have just like 5 minutes. Like, man, I could probably yeah, I don't know what I can do in 5 minutes, but yeah. So yeah, a lot of people out there have gotten a lot longer time than others, but it basically comes over a lot of places, and I know like the timeline sort of like divides at a prime meridian. I'm probably saying like everything incorrect there because pretty much I don't, because a lot of times I do that to myself. Like sometimes I like completely mess up information on videos or on lives, and I did it last night. I did the other stream because I fumble over my words way too much. Because I talk way too fast. I'm not even joking. I'm talking a little bit too fast at the moment. But yeah. But yeah, here we go. So as I was saying. So yeah. I literally forgot what we were talking about. We still have 5 minutes till the year's over. And it's 11:55 now. So. Got myself a nice little shot of iced tea there. Really does help me stay awake. But man, last night I could not fall asleep. Like I went to bed at about 1:30. I was already in the bed by like 12:25. I couldn't fall asleep till like 2:30, 1:30, not 2:30. And then but the next morning, it was the next morning I randomly woke up and I literally couldn't fall asleep. I was up from 3:15 until just about 5:30. And then I went to bed and woke up at 11, like 11:45, so just about noon. And I keep doing that. So yeah. All right. You better fall asleep, man. Around this time of year, we're all really sleepy. I am probably like I'm one of those I'm one of those types of people that suffer in the wintertime. But when it all comes down to it, like sometimes like I could go to bed at like I don't know, maybe midnight. And usually like on the weekends, I'll go to bed at midnight, wake up sometimes at like 8 or 9. But then I went to bed at 1, and then I don't know how long this is gonna stay for, but at the time of recording this live stream, they still happen where the hours leap back. Yeah, we have 5 minutes till New Year's for me, just about 4 now at this point. We actually have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left until the New Year, so yeah. You liked it cold? I mean, over here, over here, y'all get warm later than we do, probably since you're up in the higher elevations. We don't get like usually we aren't due till our last cross until just about the end of April, and then in early May it's really cold, and then by the end of May it gets real warm, like 70s, 80s. Usually we have our first high in the 90s, and this year we already had a high in the hundreds by mid-May. And man, that's my most popular long video. Actually, if you go to click on the channel and then go to more main videos, sort by most popular. That's already my most viewed video. It's about that really hot day. We already had a high in the hundreds by then. In June, it was pretty nice. We really didn't get too cold or too warm. It was really 60, 70 the entire month. And then July and even into early August, we had highs really close to 110 here. It was like 104, 105 degrees a lot of these days. And one of these days, I think we got pretty close to 110. I think it was like 107, 108 here. All right. Brand new to the channel. All right, that's cool. I mean, a lot of y'all coming in from, I know sometimes I'll do lives when you're in the shorts. I mean, some of y'all come from like the shorts feed. Some of y'all come from other things out here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, if any of y'all on the chat are not yet subscribed, you don't have to, but it really does help a ton. And yeah, I really do want to hold the record as the most subscribed channel in my school, which right now is me by a long shot. The second in the school, I believe, is like 203 or something like that. So still by the long shot over here, chilling at just about 3 or 4 times their channel size. What's going on, Old Man King Homestead? We have 1 minute and 38 seconds left of 2022. I know it's pretty damn exciting over here too. I know it's it gets real exciting around this. Oh no, don't tell me you didn't tab out of the stream. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, good. I think it's good. Yeah, well, welcome into the chat, Old Man King Homestead. And once we're down to about a minute left, I'm gonna put my phone on the I go to a school in Northwestern. I'd rather not say it because I don't know. I'm only gonna be here temporarily, so yeah, it's like a stereotypical one. I'm just gonna say that. Oh, we have about a minute. Oh, you know, I should drop the invite link. That's what I really want to do. We have 58 seconds left of the year, bro. We don't even have a minute. We don't have a minute left of the year over here. We have 53. Sorry that I just left y'all without warning, but here we go. This is the time until the end of the year. I don't know how good it's there, but yeah. Welcome to the chat. Sorry I left y'all for a little second there. I tried to like highlight your comment, but then I clicked the back button since I'm doing this on my phone because my computer's microphone has just about the same quality as a Cricket. So yeah. Oh boy. 3, 2, 1. All right, 2022 is done. It's 2023 now, y'all. It's officially that year. We're no longer in the year that I had my most success in. So yeah, bro, we are already in 2023. That's amazing, man. I cannot believe it, but we're officially there in the next year, 2023. Yeah, I should, but I should actually, but my chickens are tucked in for the night. They're really well tucked into their coop, actually. Tonight they're having a long winter's nap, if you remember. Like some of y'all, crap, I just tripped on something. I read that story just about every day in December when I was like 7. So yeah, thank y'all for the comments. So yeah, it's 2023, everyone. 2000 and 2000. Oh my god, I can't talk. 2023. We're gonna keep going until about quarter after, whatever hour it is for you. Just insert 25 to your current time. Like I know, Mike, you're about 11, so insert 25. And that's probably when I'm gonna stop. So that's gonna be about so we're gonna go a little bit over an hour. So yeah, happy New Year's, everyone. I know a lot of y'all still don't have New Year's time. I would definitely go out to the chickens, but they're really nicely tucked in tonight. And yeah, I'm not really going to disturb their peace because yeah, I came in there with a flashlight because I dropped something in the coop. I think it was my phone. Yeah, it was my phone. I was an idiot. Dropped my phone in the chicken coop, and then I ran out there with a flashlight, and yeah, I really pestered the chickens. So I just filmed a quick little video. Like I have one that was released. You might have saw that one like an hour and a half ago. That one was burnt chicken tender. And then I have an unreleased one of a really big close-up of Gray Cloud when she almost pecked the camera. That'll be about the 3rd time she done it. So yeah, we got 58 minutes left till 23. We have we have -1.5, just about -2 minutes until 2023. So yeah, it's officially. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna prove it. So I'm gonna look up on the thing right here. What year is it right now? Sorry, I'm wasting a lot of y'all's time right now. I'm sorry, but y'all got a lot of time before the actual New Year's here. So it is Saturday, January 1st, 2023. So yeah. So yeah, it's officially 2023 right now. And yeah, you got 58. All right. Oh shoot. Yeah, plenty of time before the new year, so that means some of y'all have plenty of time to correct some of the like some of y'all make New Year's resolutions. Really, all of them were just based around my channel because really nothing really big to improve in my life. I mean, I'm not really gonna say I'm the best person, but I'm just gonna say really nothing big to improve my life at the moment. But that's why I sort of did a lot of changes to this channel this year, and I have so many things to do. And I really did a lot of last-minute resolutions today. I really actually should have wrote out a list and then done all of them last minute. That would have been a really good video for the vlogging channel since I haven't uploaded a single video for just over 6 months on that channel. So you got 2 hours. So yeah, y'all still have like 2 hours to go out there and y'all still have like 2 hours to go out there and keep going with the keep going trying to get the resolutions in there. I know there's some people that create those New Year's resolutions and they just forget about them. And last month they're like, oh shoot, I created New Year's resolutions last year. So that's what they then do. Then go out there and stuff and resolve it. And yeah, pretty much there wasn't too much. I forgot to write them down last year. There's so many things. And yeah, I wasn't able to accomplish everything. Like if you go to my channel and you look up 2022 trailer with that weird eye separating bar and then the chicken after that, you can go there. You could go. This only works on PC because they don't do this on phone or laptop or anything that has a bigger screen than a mobile phone. You can go there and you can find that video. You can click on it. And you can see the trailer for 2022, what I want to accomplish. And I'd say I accomplished basically 4/5 of that, or about 80%. So I did most of it, but not all of it. There's still things I could have done. So all right, have a good night. I know a lot of y'all are tired out there because I know it's been a really long year, and you know what? Tonight's gonna be the night I'm asleep for a long time. I don't care what time I go to bed at. I'm gonna hit the pillow by like 45, and then I'm gonna like go to bed and like literally wake up at noon. You know, just to get my 12 hours of sleep, 11 and 12 hours sleep. So, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the plan, is to get more sleep this year. Because by the time, like over the summer, really, I could go to bed at 5 in the morning, and that wouldn't even be a big deal. Because I would literally wake up at like 4 in the afternoon. But nowadays, unfortunately, school has to happen first thing in the morning. You need to get up by like 5:36, and then you have to be out there 5:30 in the morning. Now 5:36. You have to be out there by like Good to be out there, and yeah, it's a big thing, and so many things arise with that, and yeah, it's really annoying. And yeah, unfortunately, school happens first thing. All right, have a good night, OCA Chick. Thanks for hopping into the chat. What's going on, Mr. Pumpkin 97? And yeah, I was just saying this a little bit ago, and yeah, there's so many things that that I'm gonna try to accomplish this year. I forgot to make a 2023 trailer, and there's no time left to do it now. So I'm just literally, I'm just gonna start an entire rap right now. No, I'm not gonna do that. Just rapping all the things I have to do for the next year, and turn on like a sick beat in the background. I would do that, but unfortunately, I'm not wasting y'all's time because some of y'all have all these different live streams. Because there's 30, 45 live streams going on in our community alone right now. Yeah, I'm not even joking. I'm not even over exaggerating. There's probably 30 to 60 lives going on in our community right now. This is the hour, the golden hour to get to it. And when you consider that there are a lot of channels bigger than me, when you consider it, there's probably going to be a decent amount of people that will usually hop onto this chat, but then they go over to that chat because it's going to be a thing. I did a live for mostly every day this week. I managed to reach 5/7 of the lives this week. I managed to hit 5 out of the 7. I've missed Monday, and then Fridays just went completely, absolutely weird. I didn't want to restart the live because it was just too far in live. I was 40 minutes into there. I just couldn't find the motivation to restart that live, so I missed yesterday. I did 5/7 of the streams last week, and this week I'm gonna hopefully get in. And in the coming week, I have more school. Yay! I cannot wait. We're out for the holidays this week. Next week, we're back in, unfortunately. And then, of course, we have the 16th off because we all know that's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And then on the 17th, I'm back in. So I have so I'm going back on the 3rd. I have the 4th, 5th, and 6th next week, and then I have 10 to 13, and then I have a 3-day weekend, which, yeah, those weekends hit differently. We all look forward to them, but they go by just as quick as a normal weekend would. But funnily enough, Mondays take forever to go through, so yeah. All right, we've been on for almost 50 minutes at this point, so yeah. I'm gonna actually sit down on my dog food crate real quick and read some of the chat messages. So really, for the rest of the stream, it's really just gonna be a chat show sort of thing. So I'm just gonna do that. Just hopping onto the iPad real quickly so I can read y'all's messages because I know it's this button is so annoying to press. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be in the chat for the rest of the stream, so I'm gonna go on to So really, I'm just gonna have to go to. So I'm taking up y'all's time. I just need to get to the chat really quickly, so I can respond to chat messages. So yeah, what do y'all want to talk about for the next 15 minutes? All right. So look up my channel real quick. Right. Go. All right. So what do y'all want to talk about in the chat? So we are at New Year's Live right now. So I just need to hop into the thing real quick because I know it takes a little bit to load. I have 2 people in right now, and yeah. Oh boy, that was loud. New Year's Live. Oh shoot. I didn't realize how loud the volume was going to be on this one, so sorry. I have to fix this real quick. I'm going to have to turn this down. Everybody just expected it to be a really quiet episode. But no, y'all just got ear blasted by my awful iPad's audio quality, so yeah. See, I know there's still plenty of hours for y'all. And this is going to be my maybe 4th year in a row that I've spent staying up past midnight because beforehand, yeah, I wouldn't stay up past 10, man. There's a time period when I wouldn't stay up past 10, and I thought staying up past 10 was really bad, but now we all know staying up past 10 is okay. You still get your hours as long as you're not yeah, if y'all want to talk about anything in the chat, there we go, it's up. I'm gonna sit down on my dog food crate real quick and I'll watch the chat. I should really put the thumbnail on this chat. That's a good point. I'm gonna do it once the chat's done because at this point I'm not gonna try to pop out of the chat for an hour, just not an hour, a minute, just because, well, that always happens to me. I always have the same issues and recurring issues on chat shows. So yeah, all right. Anyone in the chat right now, if y'all want to talk about something in the chat, because I know there's a lot of things going on in the chat right now. Yeah, we got a couple people in here, so yeah, I'm just looking at the chat, looking for messages here. So yeah, if y'all want to talk about your plans for 23, because yeah, it is that time now. Now, if I scroll up to here, it's gonna say Sunday, January 1st, 2023. We're no longer in December. We're no longer in that holiday season. We're now in the roughest stretch of the year, guys. We need to get this over together. I'm about to clean up. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on right now. So there's a couple things that I need to do before I actually have to go to bed tonight. So yeah, once we're at about an hour, I'm gonna end up out this stream. But we've been doing pretty good with this stream show, I'll say. I mean, for the first good portion of it, no one was on because there's like probably a good amount of streams people are currently watching out there. So y'all gotta be if y'all are gonna do streams in our community, y'all gotta look at these big channel names, if you will. So like, take a good look at them and yeah, aphids are really obnoxious bugs. I've never had to deal with them personally. And in fact, before a couple nights ago, I didn't even know they existed, but I don't know what they look like, so I'm gonna have to look them up. I'm gonna have to really. Those things are annoying. I've seen those in the garden. I'm not even joking. I've seen those things. I've seen those little I've seen those little morons in the garden, and I'm not even joking. Those things are the most annoying things. I've seen those little bastards in my garden, and I bet y'all have. If y'all are in gardens, you're probably gonna see them once or twice, and they're really tiny too, so they're really hard to see sometimes. But yeah, I have 23 devil bugs. Oh boy, a lot of cleaning up to do. It looks like, because I know there are so many things we have to clean up in the gardens this year. So yeah, and then I'm gonna have to film the garden update. But tomorrow I'm actually releasing a video idea suggested by Casing55. Hopefully, I don't know if you remember that request a couple streams ago on Trivia Wednesday. And it sounds really weird saying Trivia Wednesday for like no reason whatsoever right now. So yeah, if y'all aren't aware of that, does not look like we reached our 1.5K by the end of the year. We did reach our 1.47K though, so still grateful for that. So I mean, for some of y'all, I still have time, but for most of y'all, it's already done for. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stay on for like 9 minutes, maybe another 9 minutes. So we reach an hour maybe. I don't know what we're actually gonna end out the stream on, and I swear if I click my channel right now in the live stream, of course the live stream just disappeared. Oh boy, I have to click back onto the thing. Sorry, I'm clicking off of so many things right now. It's not even funny. It's late nights right now. It's really annoying to have to control all these things. And yeah, it looks like none of the videos I put out really did that good. It didn't really hit the spot as much as it usually would. So yeah, I know it's really hard to do this on these YouTube streets recently because they've been changing up a lot of algorithms in here. So yeah, it's been a little bit harder to do it recently. But you know what? We're definitely not going to take a trip back to early this year. So hopefully not, at least. So yeah, I've been doing this for a good amount of time. Good 52 minutes into this chat tonight. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna be doing for the remainder of these like 7 minutes. But we're definitely gonna go until about an hour, maybe an hour and like 4 or 5 minutes, whatever I can figure out what to fit in. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit before we can finally get on with the chat. So yeah, looks like there were a couple new people that popped in the chat tonight. I know there's a lot of reasons why you could be new into the chat, because sometimes they recommend these out for some reason. I don't know if you've noticed that before, but sometimes what they'll do is they'll like randomly recommend your streams in waves, and it's pretty common. And that's why I do so many streams, is because they recommend these out in waves, sort of. I don't know if you noticed this, but it's really common. So that's one of the things you gotta hop into if you're really looking to get. At this point, I don't even know what I'm talking about. This stream has just been hopping around so many different subjects. It's not even funny anymore. I think we talked about probably close to like 10, 15 things this stream. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna start to conclude this stream, but not yet. We still have like 7 or 8 minutes left on the chat. So at this point, we're gonna really start talking about what we all want to do in 2023. For me, in 2023, it's gonna be reaching 5,000, maybe 5,000, which we all know I'm not gonna reach by the end of the year. We're gonna have like 1.48 by the end of the year. That's what we're gonna have by the end of the year, man. So yeah. What are y'all trying to do in 2023? Like, I know it's gonna be for me doing a much better garden, because this year our plants died off so early, and just based on the current weather conditions out there, it is entirely possible that we're gonna have another repeat of 21, which I don't know if you know what happened that year, but we got so much rain that it like caused most of our garden to die off by the end of July. So yeah, 2020 was a drought. This year was a drought. I bet you next year's is gonna be another rainy season. So yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go, but we're gonna see what's gonna end up happening next year, and we're gonna go from there at that point. So yeah, hopefully improving that garden up next year, and getting better at actually planting the damn indoor garden, and actually getting better at remembering when these meetups are going to be, of course, because I know a lot of people out there are just throwing out random meetups like, oh, the X meetup is going to be held next weekend. I'm like, I wanted to go to that. It looks so fun, but y'all never told me it ever existed till like 3 days before the actual thing. So yeah, that's what I need to get on top of. So yeah. Yeah, really, I don't think anyone wants an extreme summer because I know it's like, because I know a lot of times, these summers can get really hot, and I mean really hot out there. So yeah, no, I don't want an extreme summer, but I do want a mild one. But I don't want another cold winter. At this point, I don't care how few snowflakes fly this season. At this point, if we can just get through winter, which is the roughest stretch of the year, like really after Christmas, it's really a rough stretch because, yeah, yeah, we went from winter into 100 to freeze. Yeah, it's just been a really weird chain of events. This year it got really warm, and then all of a sudden by September, we all of a sudden started seeing fall-like conditions. Like, man, we already had a low of 38 by the end of September. We already had a low of 18 by the end of October. Then we had a low of 6 in November, and we had a low of then we had a low of minus 18, minus 17 this month already. So we already got that close, and I don't know. I'm hoping we don't set a new record next month for the coldest January. It's really by April. People are saying April gets really warm for a lot of people, but for us over here, it never gets warm in April. Like 96% of the time, more like 98% of Aprils we get here are always going to be like highs in the 50s and lows in the 30s. And usually we don't even hit 50 but there's always that one day, of course. So yeah, it's usually what's going to end up happening. But you know what? That's what's happening here, and I can't control that. If I could control that, I would say keep all the snow between the lines of I'd say keep all the snow around holiday season. I would say maybe get one good snowstorm by Christmas. Definitely not a blizzard. I'm not gonna hope for a repeat of what we just got. Man, if I can control the weather, that would be what we get. We get a holiday storm, and then we'd have one random week of a lot of snow in a lot of places, and then past there, man, highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s for everyone, man. If I could control the weather, of course, which we all know. Even if I could, I would make awful decisions with it. I would probably make absolutely awful decisions, and like decisions would be like bringing snow to freaking southern Florida. So yeah, we all know I would make awful decisions if I can control the weather, and I would probably make an entire 40-minute documentary about it as well. So yeah, these recent years have been really hard on us, and man, 2020 we were having a really warm winter, then all of a sudden, we got snow in May. And if you don't know how late snow usually falls here, usually our last snowstorm happens by like March 15th to like 25th. But then we got snow on like May 15th, and then we didn't even get above freezing that day. We literally had a low of, I believe it was like 17, 16 that night. So, like seriously, by May, we're already seeing lows at like 17, 16 degrees. So yeah, it can get really cold around those times of year. So yeah, they can get cold any time of year. Like man, this upcoming July, man, there could be one day. Like it's entirely possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very, very, very unlikely. And don't pray for this to happen to me, because it would ruin the entire gardening season. That we get one low below freezing in the middle of July, and that one night you get like 10 inches of snow. If that happens, I swear I'm gonna cry. So yeah, we're not gonna hope for that. You know, we've been going for 59 minutes and 30 seconds, so we're just about ready to end out the chat. We're going to start concluding it in a minute. So yeah, it's really going to be it for the chat tonight. I might go live tomorrow for some more small channel support by like 6 or 7. You know, New Year's Day, and yeah, better things. I'm already starting to announce new things. Like already I shared with a couple people in this chat the series where we do my make videos about my chickens and so many other things. So yeah. Alright, we're about to hit an hour. There we go. We've hit 1 hour on the chat tonight. Any concluding thoughts on the stream before we end it? Because a little Q&A for the chat. I know there's a couple things, a couple questions that might be still going into the chat. So yeah, this is going to be the concluding thoughts on the stream tonight. Looks like we're at 7 likes and 3 people watching at the moment. And it's 59 minutes according to this, but it's like 20 seconds delayed on that. Alright, so it's gonna pretty much be it for the rest of the stream. So what is going on, Carbon Q? I bet I said your name. I think it's Carbon Q. Yeah, it's Carbon Q. What is going on, Carbon Q? Pretty much over with the stream, but you know I can keep going until about like 12:30. I really do want to spend the rest of the night. Like, so yeah, I know a lot of people out there are really going into their New Year's celebrations this year, and I can't blame them because a lot of people out there are like man, around this time of year, a lot of people out there like popping tequila and like throwing that stuff in the air. Like they'd be popping like tequila wine bottles. I'm sorry, I'm not really good with this sort of stuff. I don't know a lot about it, but like they pop it and then like the thing comes off. It's probably not even tequila. It's probably something completely different. But then they like pop it and it comes off, and man, that's what people do for the beginning of the year. So yeah, that's what's gonna end up happening. And for me over here, I just did nothing but say screw 2022, on to the next year. We're 3 years into this already sarcastic frick. We're already 3 years into this absolutely god awful decade, and yeah, I've been doing YouTube for almost 2 years now. It's actually very surprising how quickly time has actually passed. We're gonna celebrate our 2-year anniversary on the 20th of January. So yeah, that's what a lot of people are gonna be doing tonight. So, yeah, a lot of people out there are popping like whatever those things. I think they're like tequila, but they're probably something different. It's probably like champagne, but alright, good. I knew it was champagne. I just kept forgetting it. But everyone be out there popping those champagne wine bottles tonight while I'm over here getting as much rest as possible, man. Even if like I did that, but like yeah. So yeah, we're about to hit 2 years on the channel. We're about to do a couple other things too. And yeah, the 20th looks like it is going to be on a Friday. So that's gonna be a really rough day to like sort of do that on. But I'm probably gonna celebrate like Friday night for 2 years. Yeah. You're editing. Yeah, see, I also got some Red Bull. I got some iced tea for the New Year's. I drank a little bit of iced tea tonight, and yeah, the iced tea is probably the best part of the year, honestly. I drank probably a lot of iced tea this year. I usually use it like when I'm like, you know, I'm done filming a video, I'm gonna wait an hour, I'm gonna just take that hour off, and then I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna make myself some like I don't know, maybe like bagels and cream cheese or something like that, and then just go in there and pour myself a nice little jug of iced tea, bring it on in my room, and just sit down there and edit a video. So yeah, that's really what's been doing. And yeah, I'm so glad we've been getting some support in the stream. We've been doing it for 63 minutes, and last stream there was an absolutely god awful failure where I actually dropped my ice cream on the floor, and yeah, whipped cream spilled everywhere, and I ended the stream just because of that. That was the main reason why I ended last stream. It's been a really rough last couple of years for us, and yeah, we managed to overcome them all of us, as all 4 people, 3 people, whatever there is in the chat right now, since nothing is completely 103% accurate. It's been a really rough last couple of years here. And around here, I bet you hopefully this year is not going to be as awful as 2022 was. Like, there were so many things that happened this year, 2022, that it was like I got COVID this year. Man, I was only sick for like 6 hours, but of course I was probably still positive till the beginning of the next week. But then I also got sick recently. Man, I think I think everything is targeting me at this point. Like, man, I could get like so yeah, there's so many things that we gotta do to be able to make sure this yeah, never drop ice cream. I would recommend not doing that because yeah, you're gonna spill it all over the floor. It's gonna cause a massive mess, and that's gonna be also something y'all gonna have to clean up. It was mostly because I was trying to shut the freezer because something was jamming on the door when I was trying to put the ice cream back in there, and then when I was trying to unjam, I think it was an ice cube. The whole thing fell on the floor. The brownie was unharmed, but the ice cream was like I'm not eating floor ice cream. The brownie was on top of that, so I should be fine from that. But I'm not eating that floor ice cream. I had to throw that thing in the trash because, yeah, I'm not eating floor ice cream. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna eat that crap. Not even for all the money in the world, I wouldn't eat ice cream from the floor. Ah, shoot. Well, yeah, we're gonna actually end up ending out the stream. Right about now, I just need the rest of the night to myself to think about what I'm gonna do for this upcoming year because there's so many things we need to do this year. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty much it for the year. And yeah, we finally concluded 2022 on a decent note. We got up to just about 1.5 thousand, and we also got up to some other things this year. So yeah, we grew. We started the year at 92 subscribers. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the chat. Old Man King Home said we grew all the way to from 92 subscribers all the way up to well over 1,000. We had so many new people come into the chat this year. Like we started off the year, I didn't know any of y'all in the chat right now. 0 of you in the chat right now. It all started because of Micro Farmer. That was the only reason I didn't quit. Like if I didn't see his comment on that video, I don't know if you remember that video. It was Insane Snowstorm Hits the Farm or something like that. It was just about a year ago. It was on the 7th so that's gonna be on Saturday this year. I posted that video, and if he didn't comment on that video, I would probably have quit, probably sometime like around the end of that month. So yeah. And from there, we got so many shoutouts, and we got up. He built a base fan base, and then he continued to help me grow through that. So yeah, we've been doing this for 1 hour and 6. This is gonna be it, everyone. So peace out, and catch you all in the next one, everyone. So bye.